city of Lincoln, home to the Lincoln Cathedral, the Imp, aptly named Steep Hill, and hordes of students, but also this. Gridline racing. Yes, a completely different karting place that I've been to compared to where I normally go. Completely new track, never raced on it, recently redone, so slippy, new karts. These are Sodi Karts, used to really using biz karts, probably not much difference in kart really, but these handled really nicely. I like the steering wheel and everything like that, so basically I'm just going to run through what I did. So I'm currently sat in the pits, just about to leave. This will just be basically getting used to the track on, I think it's still yellow. The big difference was, as you'll hear later on, instead of having the light system, once you hear the siren, you just have to stop. That's it, complete stop until the siren stops, which is different, but it was effective. So yeah, this is a relatively slow part at the minute. This is very slidey at full speed, and the start finish line I think is about here. So now it seems to be, I don't think it's green yet, but once again it's quite difficult to see because there's not really many lights. This corner's fun if you get it well. The corner's really good. You lose a lot of speed on there because you just lose back end straight away. Not a terribly good corner I got there, but yeah, that's quite relatively new on it. Nice bit of squeaking on brakes there, because they were really quick dab on brakes. Now this is where you can really get foot down. Skiddy just under the hill, so on this bit you skid a little bit, and then you have to turn right at the top of the hill, back end slides out, and this you can slide all the way around into this complex, and then it's this bit where you lose it all. So now, not really much to, apart from me butchering that corner. I'm catching up to my friend Matt, and I keep clipping that curb. I'm certain the marshal there would be getting really annoyed with me a bit later on, because I just keep clipping it. But yeah, that's my friend in front, who's been on a lot of karting videos and a lot of other videos, go all over. So all it were to me in my head were, I need to catch him. And then that means I've technically been quicker, in my mind. But I have an advantage, apart from butchering that corner, I have an advantage that I like slippy surfaces. Seem to be better on slippier tracks than grippier tracks, and I don't know why. So yeah, I'm catching each time, each corner, I'm just drawing in a little bit. Not very good at these reviews, so I do apologise. I might just be quiet for a bit. Until something happens, of course. I think you could probably hear that. I was quite impressed with that corner. That felt good. Oh, another clip on that. Oh, and he lets me through. That's one thing we do differently to other people. We don't try and force our way through or barge people out of the way. We just simply let each other go. Because the difference is with this, it's a time session. So he could have let me go, but he could still be faster than me. It completely doesn't go on who finishes first. I completely naffed that corner up as well, and the same again. I think I just said it's exactly the same bit. Do I clip this one? Oh, I missed. But yeah, overall it's a really nice track actually. It's a really nice track. Obviously it'll get grippier as it gets used. So this weren't done. I don't think this was done very long before we got there. So we were getting quicker all the time. This is one of the other group that was with us. Every time there's somebody else, if it's a young person, I'm a bit more cautious because I don't know what they're going to do, and I don't want to crash into them at great speed. So I've just hung back. I weren't there to set blistering times, I was just there because as soon as I heard it were a slippy track, I'm like, great, I'm going to get some drifting done. So yeah, just being very cautious through these corners, pick my point, and I say thank you. Just because I'm nice like that. Not always, but nice little slide there, just see opposite lock being put on. Same again, drifting into this. I have to fight it a little bit. You lose a lot there. I didn't quite master that bit. I completely just understeered there, a bit more clip, sorry Marshall. I do apologise. That were nice as well. If you just grip it up a little bit on that bit, you could really chuck it through, but this is obviously first race, so I do get faster. But funnily enough, at the beginning we were talking and we were saying, right, a couple of laps at the beginning, nice and steady, get a couple of sighting laps in sort of thing. As soon as I went out, foot down to the floor, that were it. I thought, I'll only crash and just hit a couple of tyres. It's weird watching it back that it didn't feel that bumpy while actually sat in the car, but I don't know if the helmet's a bit loose. It didn't feel like it was coming off. It's not going to fall off, but I'm just whether it's just working loose a little bit so the camera could rock about. Right, so this is a grown man now, so I'm not as bothered, but I am, because they were quite sound actually. They were sound people. He gets a very big drift on, as I do. And there's Matt again. Didn't realise how close he was because I weren't looking back too much. I was concentrating on what's in front. It's kind of not good because you need to look back as well. Completely butchered again. And then also didn't want to get to kart. Yep, I think we had a bit of a... I think I just moved wide because I knew we were there and I didn't know if it was going to be one of those that just took me out, which has happened too many times. And that's it, toe back down. Nice and flat through. Lovely corner this, lovely corner all the way around. A lot of feathering. I love a lot of feathering on the old throttle. Just looking at that now, it seems I was too centre on that left hairpin. I don't know why, I always thought I was further to right, but on the camera it looks like I was in the centre of track. Get a bit of grip off that grey, that's nice. Accelerate all the way around. And back round again for another lap. Foot down, I really like this bit. Just have to be a bit cautious on that hill bit, because I did drift quite a few times and I thought I'm going to hit the wall. This section, there were people afterwards that I don't know if they've been watching us, watching I did it, probably not, but they were trying that corner, foot down sort of thing, and they were just cleaning out, they were just losing it all the time, and I thought, if you can't do it, don't risk it, just take your time, start slow, work up sort of thing. But no, they were yellows after yellows after yellows, and I'm like, I'm really glad we're not on that session. This was a perfect session, just loads of space, and you could just set off and do what you wanted to do. I clipped barrier there. I knew there were a bit where I did, but that were nice, central for that. That wasn't actually a bad corner, that. I think I didn't lose too much speed. Nice and close to barriers. It's one thing I always like doing, getting very close to the barriers. This is nice. Top the hill, turn right straight away. I do like that bit. So you have to have quite a bit of trust in what you were gonna do. So a bit of doubt that could have hurt. I've learned this time. Didn't hit the barrier. I just hit that one instead. Definitely going to go back to this track. Get some more of the karting buddies, and yeah, we'll be back. Just needs to be nice to get a big grip here, but not too much because it just lose that fun for me anyway. I know there's a few that like it's grippy. We get a nice corner on that, nice bit of acceleration. But once again, I'm cautious. Yep, bit of a tap there. Wasn't happy with myself at all there. Just apologised again. Not always the case, depending on how they've been. They were causing me no issue and not using me as a brake or anything, so like I said earlier, they were very nice. That were a very nice corner. Just losing too much speed, I think it's just I was too fat, too much weight. I can't blame the car because the car felt good. See, that's the siren. When the siren goes off, you have to stop. It's only a brief pause. It's not a great length of pause. I don't quite know what happened. I think just above the left-hand corner, I think a guy's going into the barrier. Marshall's coming back, so I don't know whether he's just spun into the barrier. Not quite sure with that, but we are off again. Opened up a bit of a lead on my compadre. We're chasing the chap down now that caused the stoppage. But it's weird watching it back because it felt a lot more sideways, but you can't really tell on the GoPro. I'm actually drifting, which is a shame. Getting close again. Yeah, I kind of leave it late sometimes and then realise it's not an old surface, so you just understeer. We'll get a nice corner again, nice run. I'm trying to remember what I did now because I'm watching this back and it's been probably a couple of weeks because I'm really bad at videos. Get a nice line in. Take corner nice. Not quite fast enough that time. Oh, trying to just cut inside a bit. If I just run wide a little bit, just open up a little gap and then I can attack again like that. Oh yeah, bit of a tap again. It happens sometimes, it's unfortunate, but I try to react quick enough for stuff, but I just weren't expecting him to do that. Nice bit of drifting again. It's amazing what one little tap can do. He's opened up quite a substantial lead. Very close to that barrier then, I did panic that time. And it's green. And that is the end now, so we just work back round again, pretty much a couple of corners and into the pits. So that's the first set, in fact a couple of corners up the hill. So we're going to work round this right hander. But yeah, that was the first session of Gridline karting in Lincoln. Very fun, as I said before, really fun. Next two videos will be out very soon. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and want to see more, leave a like, leave a thumbs up, comment anything you'd like to see different, and until next time, I'll catch you very soon. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye, as I get stuck on the tyre. Now I can probably outro. Goodbye. And after reviewing the timesheets, this is the fastest lap. I got a 40.771.